Start the recording. So, hello people of YouTube, welcome back to more Fate's Grand Order, Avalon the Fae. Section 24 is here. The section is simply titled, Morgan. And this is the final section of Part 2 of Avalon the Fae. Part 3 drops in a little less than a week for me, although you'll be able to tune into Part 3, which will be Section 25, I'm sure, just tomorrow, because I'm going to be uploading these daily, so be sure to drop a like if you enjoy, and subscribe so you know when they go live. For now, let us begin. This is 25 AP. This is 2, 4, 6, 7 arrows. A lot of stuff did happen yesterday that I didn't really, or last section, which is yesterday, I guess, that I didn't really talk about. I do wonder why Spriggan is stealing Balbon's Sith. That is interesting, and was that Woodwoes that is still alive, or was that, Barrel? I don't know. This morning, all squads form up. Roundtable of soldiers who have sworn to follow the Child of Prophecy, Northern Fairies, who have served me faithfully over the years, and volunteer soldiers from across the land. As of today, we are a single army with a single mission. We are, all of us now, the army of the new Queen. Comrades dedicated to building a new Britain, ruled by a true king, just as Ainsel prophesized. You there, Soul. I can tell what you're thinking, and I don't care that it's not a more original name. There has been no word of surrender from Camelot, which is our glorious Queen's way of telling us to bring it on. Fine by me. I've been waiting 100 years for this day. Are you all ready to fight, to give your lives if necessary? And let's show them what we're made of. It's time to end Morgan's reign and take down Camelot. All troops, move out. Our first objective, smash through the main gate. How are things looking on our end? The Roundtable Army's first division includes you, Artoria, and Da Vinci. The second division includes Muramasa and Grimmer. And Nox's main forces bringing up the rear. We have Redra and Habitrot, who both said they won't be taking part in the battle. As for me, I asked to be assigned to the first division alongside you. Yep, Muramasa and Grimmer should be stronger working together. Which is why I had them join the second division, since they need all the help they can get. Speak of the devil. We of the 2nd Division came here to pay our respects before we begin our advance. Thank you. We'll be counting on your division to act as a decoy by attacking the ramparts, while those within the 1st Division protect the Giant Corps. I'm afraid you'll all be on your own out there. The longer the battle drags on, the higher our chances of being routed. So keep your attacks on the ramparts to the bare minimum necessary. Try not to take any foolish risks. Once the main gate is open, you're to regroup with the main force and follow Nox's orders. Yes, sir. We won't let you down. Child of Prophecy, Foreign Mage. No. Lady Artoria. Lord Soul. You two stay safe out there too, okay? And take care of the commander for us. Come on. We'd better move out too. The main gate is protected by soldiers from the Queen's army, who are being led by Tamlin Barghest. Our job is to safely escort Nox's giant corpse to the main gate so that they can destroy it. This also means we'll be handling the Queen's army and Barghest herself. Artoria, you'll be out in front casting protective spells on the rest of our troops. Soul, you'll handle the more powerful Queen's Knights, and Barghest, right? We have a pact we made, though. That's the question. I remember. Of course we're not going to fight her. Once we make it through the main gate, she should declare her allegiance to the Child of Prophecy, just like we agreed in Manchester. But it's not as though we agreed on a plan. And knowing her, I'm sure she's going to fulfill her role as one of Morgan's Knights right up until the main gate is destroyed. So first we need to secure a route to the main gate. Then we need to keep Barghest busy. That's what you mean, right, Da Vinci? Yep, Barghest should make her final peace with her decisions once she sees you leading the charge. So even though it'll be dangerous, we're still going to face her head-on. This part is just like what we confirmed before daybreak. Got it, Soul? Depends on how quickly we can get through the main gate, though. I can't believe it. Do you mean Barghest is actually going to come over to our side? Oberon? Oberon, you're going to fight too. Yep, this is the final battle. Not much need for me to run recon anymore, is there? Besides, I'm sick of being left out. I may not exactly be a combat powerhouse, but I can still be at least some of help. More importantly, when did you talk to Barghest? Right before we went to the Lake District. Ah, I see. Yes, that timing would have worked out very nicely. Very efficient. The important thing is, if Barghest really is going to join us, that improves our chances considerably. In fact, with a bit of luck, my lie might just become the truth. What are you talking about? A victory without any casualties. With the Bargus on our side, we only have to worry about Lancelot. And as long as Muramasa and Grimmer keep are occupied, we should have no trouble getting to the castle. Great work, you two. This gives us a real shot of reaching the throne room without losing anyone. Percival, you guard Artoria. Mash, you guard Sol. Alright, let's go. First order of business, clear away the soldiers guarding the main gate. First order of business indeed. Alright, so it looks like it is every single knight class there is. You will go ahead and bring along Da Vinci, and let's go ahead and slide down to here. So, Proto will also be in the squad, but Grimmer and Muramasa are currently elsewhere right now. So let us go ahead and bring in some reinforcements. We need Lartoria, or Lulter, rather. She should be around here somewhere. I'm filtering by bond level. Filter by actual level. So Lulter. To cover the archers, just in case. And then we will go ahead and bring Zerkerlot as well. Just as contingency's sake. Lulter can get the aerial drive, and this will be the squad we run. So, let's go. As diverse a squad as I can field. Okay. 2 archers and a lancer. Archers need to go down first. Lower truck. Da Vinci. I gotta remember that Mash has freaking her basic skill set here. Hey Andy, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. How be things? How be things? You're busy? Yeah. I'm honestly not that busy. I've been relaxing because I took the week off from work, so I've been chilling since, I guess, right. Oh, you're bit. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really listen to music. I honestly do not listen to music, so you could belt out popular song lyrics and I would not recognize them in the slightest. I mean, I know of her. I couldn't list a single one of her songs, though. I can tell you that I could not tell you a single one of her songs. Oh, very close to wiping them off. Sadness, tears, I cry every time. The Lancer survived with 555. And even though he's alone and outmatched, he's gonna roar for victory. Smash, smash. Okay, final wave here. But how be things, Andy? How be things? There's Bargust. High Queen's military as well. Resistance to all attacks. Okay. She doesn't have an MP bar, I see. So that's something. Let's see if Vinci can just wipe out everything here. Maybe? Let's go, Vinci. Let's go. Mash first to get the attack boost, and moment of truth. We're fairly confident in this. Confidence was well placed. And we just needed to wipe out the other forces. Didn't even need hurt Vargas. Awesome. Alrighty. That wasn't that bad of a first arrow for this node. The first arrow, though. Who knows what the rest holds. Next is Lancer. This is arrow 2 of 7. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop in for the difficulty spike. Because it's gonna happen. It's got to happen. I was hoping I could charge in during this decoy operation. These walls are just bizarre. They're hot, cold, slippery, and repelling all at the same time. It's almost like they're alive, the way they adapt whatever I throw at them. Damn it. Kemal's walls are modeled after Orkneys. They've got 1,000-year-old live oaks propping them up on the inside. Don't bother trying to destroy them. They'll just regenerate instantly. It'd be faster to just pry open the east gate. We don't got tools for something like that. No choice but to hold our ground here. No, wait, hang on. You're a caster, right, blue guy? Can you make us a platform we can use to scale the walls? Oh, an oak platform to counter an oak wall, huh? Good idea. I'll grow one right now. Crap, looks like your brilliant idea was a little too late, red guy. Look up there. I know that sound. The fighter jet coming! Just 2 cerns. This must be the decoy. Too bad. But at least you two should be worthy opponents, and since we met, we can skip the introductions. We can finally pick up where we left off at Sheffield in the pit. This time, I'll make sure to finish you both off properly, now that I know how resilient servants can be. Muramasa, I'll cut you into horizontal sections, and Grimmer into vertical ones. Doesn't that sound nice since you're such good friends? Friends? I hardly know this kid. If you want to slice and dice, and you go right ahead. Nobody asked you. Come on, Muramasa, let's show her what we can really do. Of course, if you want to let her chop you into servant chunks, I won't stop you. There, you see? You are friends. You think alike. That makes this even more worth it. Finding a good rival is hard, especially when you're one of the strongest creatures to ever exist. Like me. That's so. Then you better come at us with everything you've got, too. You still haven't fought at your full strength, right? You bet I will. It'd be a waste to hold up back anything against you, too. My name is Tamlin Lancelot. Hurry slice to ribbons, you ridiculous divine spirits of proper human history. Okay. So, formation limited. Up to 3 servants. So I am... Oh, this isn't that good. I mean, very technically, I shouldn't have anybody here with them. Like, speaking at a very technical manner, no, but it should be just these two, but it's giving me a choice. So technically, okay, I guess from a lore perspective, I must have summoned them some help, I guess. I'm still trying to keep my restrictions, though. I'm still trying to keep my self-imposed restrictions. I think Salter in the back line's not terrible. Front line will have Proto with Sumo. This squad is not going to have any support since Castoria is the only one, and she is canonically with us on the front line. We'll bring XA as well. And Lancelot to even things out. Lancelot v. Lancelot and all that. This is the CE, no. Where's the CE I've been using for Lancelot? There it is. Happy Drive. In fact, let's put Lancelot in the front line. XA, I will actually... Yeah, I think Sumo's fine. It's going to be a little bit more risky with her, but this is technically all round table servants. She's a break bar, of course she is. Oh. Each turn, increase NP charge to max and increase NP... You've got to be kidding me. What the hell, game? How is this fair? I mean, she is single target, I guess? She is single target, just gotta keep that in mind. Evasion. Muramasa's kind of the dead weight here. While OG Lancelot does a good amount of damage. As long as he doesn't get targeted. Of course he does. Because why not? She knows exactly who to target. She knew exactly who to target. Oh boy. Freaking knew exactly what it was. The constant NP is gonna be what really hurts. Why are you targeting my sabers? There's gotta be some other mechanic to this that I'm just not seeing here. There has to be. Good damage. Sucks to be a sure hit now. Oh boy. There goes Muramasa. And Grimmer. Proto and XA are all that's left. As well as Salter. Oh boy. Give us some stars, XA. Lower Proto Star Gather Rate. Give us some more stars. Good, we have a super powerful Brave Chain here on Salter's side. Powerful, but not all that powerful. Did like half the bar at least, but this damage is insane. There goes Akina. Saw that coming. Okay, that's 2 bars broken. Not going for invincibility. Lancelot. Yeah, this is a game set match. Withdraw. Okay. So, I think I can do this, though. I do think I can pull this off without using one of my stones. I just need to choose my CEs a little bit better here. Yeah, I just need to choose my CEs a lot better. So, Lancelot will get one of the basic case scopes I've got. As an Achon will get the super scope. Everybody else here is pretty well set. So let's go. Because Lancelot did do a lot of damage with his own attacks. So I've got to hope that a Lancelot NP will be enough. Oh, we get a Brave Chain with him as well. That is excellent. Gives us some more stars. Perfect chain for Lancelot. And we will go ahead and pop off all of Grimmer's stuff. Alright, Lancelot, go. Damn, I was hoping to get the debuff applied. Getting the increased damage taken debuff would have been excellent. Masa down. Okay. We break her here. She is going to get her full bar. I think we need to do prep work for next turn. I'm fairly confident that this Brave Chain is going to be enough to wipe out this bar. Oh no, the game just crashed. Oh no, woe is me. The game crashed on me. Oh, woe is me. I thought for certain that would do the job, but I guess not. So, I guess Q and P first would probably be the way to go. Yeah. Q and P and then those two. It should still give Salter and Lancelot NP abilities should they survive. And again, we missed the freaking defense drop. Survive, that's good. And then she didn't. So there goes that hopes of a multi-brave chain attack. What we have instead. Come on, Lancelot. Get the defense down. There we go. Damage taken plus, that's what it is. Good hits there, Proto. There goes Lancelot, unfortunately. Nobody else went down from that. Okay, Achon's got a Brave Chain. I'm going to be taking advantage of that. I just need you to survive, Achan. Please survive. You are my primary hope here. Although, Lancelot does get invincibility after break. I have no idea how hard that invincibility is to be a full turn, which would probably be the end of me. Damn it. Just had to target Achan. How hard is the invincibility? It's a full turn. Oh, shit. I'm going to be very hard pressed here. Who needs to take the end? Damn it. I don't think there's any better way I could get this. Tamlin Lancelot. Unless I were to use outside servants, I think this is the best scenario that it's gonna be. I'm just replaying it in my head. She pretty much is guaranteed to KO one person a turn. Unless that first turn she targets Ku with her NP, then that's one extra turn of survival, but that's just playing the RNG. Leyline Stone. I only have 2 left after this, but this should be enough. Because I've got a whole back line of NPs waiting for her. Yeah, this fight is I was waiting for the other shoe to drop and I got it. Tamlin Lancelot is a monster. He will melt one serve a turn. Okay, how high can we get? You... So, Muramasa, Ku, Soccer. Oh, that removed all of her buffs. Muramasa survived past the first turn. His NP might have been useful. There we go. It was a lot harder than I expected, but we took down Lancelot. Just cost us another one of our squares. But it is what it is. Gotcha. How can the 4 mage be supporting you from so far away? Oh, so we were supporting. We weren't just sending random servants to them. It ain't support, it's a strategy. Took a lot out of him, but I had soul summon these servants before we began our advance. And I used my own magical energy to keep them around. Oh, if I'd known that! But that all ends now. This took a hell of a lot more out of me than I expected. I knew I was insane to try and look after heroic spirits from different mythologies. You're a mage. Then Sage isn't just a nickname. The hell do you take me for? Well, you just look like you'd be more at home throwing spears. Besides, Gungir's pretty famous in Britain, too. Oh, even she knows. Oh, I thought you were a Lancer like me. What the actual hell? Muramas, are you sure this is the Lancelot everyone's so afraid of? I know, it's hard to believe, but yes, she's a lonely airhead, but it's her for sure. That's it, I'm definitely killing Muramasa later. Hang on, that doesn't make any sense. Your objective is to break through the main gate. The foreign mage should be putting everything he has into that. If he had power to spare for you, that must mean... They did hit the giant corpse broke through the main gate. And that's not all. Tamlis Barghest has defected from the Queen's army. Barghest the Indomitable is on our side now. Barghest, so that's why your heart didn't seem to be in this. Very well, you've won this battle. Tamlin Lancelot has officially lost. Go ahead and tell everyone that the Child of Prophecy defeated all 3 of Morgan's knights. But that's only because I can see which way the wind is blowing here. Remember, I personally haven't lost. Don't you dare think otherwise. Yep, that's a dragon, alright. That's the trouble with those dominant species types. They act like they understand the human world, but they never actually listen to a thing people say. Oh well, at least our work here is done. I'm gonna head back to the main force, along with the division. How about you? I'm gonna join Sol. Even with Barghest on our side, we've still got a lot of work cut out for us invading the castle proper. Gotcha. Well, good luck. Remember, Morgan's serious business. According to the first Grimmer's notes, she's never been backed down from a fight in her life. It doesn't matter where she is or who she's up against. Once she starts a fight, she won't stop until her opponent is dead. Or she is. She's as dedicated and stubborn as they come. Artoria might be okay, but an opponent like that's going to be tough for Sol and Nash to deal with. So make sure you keep an eye out for them, and if worst comes to worst, you catch my drift. Of course I do. Seems like everyone's forgotten about it by now, but the whole reason I came here in the first place was to take Morgan's head. Right, he was sent to assassinate Morgan, wasn't he? Well, we'll find out if that's going to happen. I logged out, not packing. So, formation restricted, a caster class enemy for the third arrow of 7 for section 24. The main gate is open. Prepare to enter Castle Town. The Child of Prophecy's team will make their way to the castle via the western route, neutralizing any enemy troops encountered along the way. If any enemy troops wish to surrender, let them do so. Follow Tamlin Barghest's example. Our goal is the establishment of new order in Britain, one that can stand up to the threat of the Great Calamity. Remember, these fairies are not our true enemy. Do not kill unless absolutely necessary. Damn it, Percival, where do you get off taking all the best parts for yourself? Alright, 2 can play that game. Giant Corps. Great work breaking through the main gate. Don't overtake yourself. Fall back to the rear. Wind troops, go help the Round Table Army. Earth and Fang troops, continue your advance toward the castle. Split up into 4 divisions to neutralize the Queen's army. I'll lead the King clan through the east route. Bull Squad, forward. I had a feeling this would happen. But risky. Of course I'm leading my own troops. I need to set an example for my subjects. If I end up getting hit by a stray arrow, then so be it. Don't bother telling me not to push myself. None of you would listen to me if I asked you to do the same either, right? This is our only chance to go toe-to-toe with Morgan. Last into the castle's a rotten egg, Artoria. Come on, let's keep moving. We don't need to worry about Nock. There's still a lot of fighting going on around the main gate, but I'll subdue the Queen's soldiers stationed outside the ramparts. Once they see that Tamlin has defected, that should prompt more of them to surrender. And one more thing. Have one of the Round Table Army soldiers stay behind me, so there's someone seen to be keeping an eye on me. That should put the other Rebel Army soldiers at ease. Good idea. We know you won't betray us, but the other soldiers won't have that confidence. Still, are you sure you don't want to come along? This is your chance to defeat the Queen and become a ruler of Britain yourself. I can't do that. I may have gone over to your side, but I still cannot turn my horn on the Queen. After this battle, I intend to trust the aftermath to you and the clans, and be imprisoned for my crimes. I see, so you really have thought this through. I'll keep an eye on you then. Once the Rebel Army sees the Round Table Army's resident Joker sitting beside you, they should stop thinking of you as a threat. But don't think that'll be the end of it. You'll still have a ton of work to do even after things calm down near the main gate. Camelot's upper-class fairies are deathly afraid of you, too. So a look from you should be more than enough to keep them in line. Yes, you're right. That would be the right way to use me. I have no problem wielding my horn against them. But I'm sure you haven't forgotten how I burned down the woods. Do you not hate me for doing that, Oberon, the traitor? No, intensely, but now's not the time to go into that. We have other things to take care of first, isn't that right, Percival? Of course. Thank you for entrusting us with the fate of New Britain, Tamlin Barkist. We won't let you down. Division 1, move out. The Child of Prophecy and the Four Mage are about to make their way to the castle. It won't be long now before the prophecy is realized. In the name of the Round Table, we must ensure they both arrive safe and sound. Oh, I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, Lancelot. They made it through the main gate. Only those free of sin may pass, huh? The problem is, there are no fairies without sin in Britain. It was High Queen Morgan's choice to have the gate acknowledge that, and still let those with sin pass through anyway. It was her one act of mercy, and they've trampled all over it. So I see no reason to be merciful to them now. I'll destroy all the rebel army squads in the castle town one by one, then punish Barkis for returning traitor. That's the part I must play as a Tamlin. In 20 minutes, it will all be... That wind. It's from Aurora. Oh. Aurora's intervening? Aurora's calling Lancelot off, I'm guessing. So, Lancelot was ready to strike down, and I guess that, that statement there disproves my earlier theory of what is going on there. That's sad. I was kind of hoping that, like, Morgan was in prison or something, but I guess that's just a statement to show that no fairy in Britain is without sin. Which is thematically makes sense. I did not mean to pick you, Giles. I meant to pick... Where she be? Mushu! And then we'll go with... excuse me. Squad we ran before, just to keep the consistency for lore reasons. Which was Lulter, Zerkerlot, and Proto. Actually, just because I do have my own, Proto was with... No, I had Salter with the other squad. Do I have another AoE Saber? Another AoE Saber of the Round Table. Lily! Sure. Not gonna be anywhere near as powerful, but it is what it is. And yeah, this will be the squad that will go with going forwards. It's not gonna be very efficient, but it is what it is. I'm restricting myself. I'm challenging myself. Well, this isn't much of a challenge. Just casters. And only 3 of them? I mean, okay. I want to take it easy. I mean, you didn't need to go this easy. I kind of wish I could get another NP off here. Sadly, that's not going to happen. So we'll go and this. 200% NP would have been nice for Vinci. But we're fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. We got NP already lined up again. Ash up me. But yeah, it's game set match. Doot. 2 attack ups where Vinci will be 1. This node wasn't that bad. I guess it needs to make up for the last node. Well done, Vinci. Well done.
小さくてもやるときはやるものさ。人間ってそういうものだろ。
Okay. Oh, starting to look wrecked here. So this is Camelot, the city Queen Morgan built. But this is no time to be admiring it. The pool of magical energy stored here is incredible. I've seen many magical reactor cores before, but this easily surpasses them all. Yep, it's both the far end of the world and its center. And it's just as strong as the Tower of the Ends of the World we saw in the holy city of Camelot. Also, no matter how much things are going our way, we can't forget Morgan still has the Sacred Lance. Be on your guard, everyone. There's still a chance she'll try to use her Rongominiad against us. So we need to make our way into the castle before she destroys the whole city. That's an excellent point. Alright, we can't let Morgan do that. Not to Camelot and not to the Round Table. Rongominiad? Excuse me, Lady Da Vinci, what is Rongominiad? Is it the name of a Tamlin? Though, if it were, I'm sure we would have heard it before. Rongominiad's, it's the lance they had right at the main gate. Have you guys really never heard of it? It's a truly massive burst of magical energy, which can make a hole in the ground almost the size of the pit. No, wait, that's right, of course you're right. Not a single person in Britain has even seen Rongominiad's light before. Morgan didn't use the secret lance to conquer Britain. If she had, the aftermath, it would have been impossible to miss. Yeah, Muramasa said she had it. That's true, I'm sure Rongominiad does exist here. But she still never used it, which means she must have conquered Britain all on her own. So then why does she have fairies pay the existence tax? If she doesn't need it for Rongominiad, what's all this magical energy being used for? Future-proofing? Timlin Bargus has surrendered to the rebel army and forsaken her duty to guard the main gate. After briefly circling Camelot's airspace, Timlin Lancelot has departed to parts unknown. There have been no reports of her defeat, so we believe she has deserted her post in defiance of her orders. The rebel army currently controls 60% of Camelot. 42 of the Queen's Knights are still able to fight. We have blocked off the castle entrance using the movable partition, but we believe it's only a matter of time until the rebel army breaks through that wall. Can't believe it, they've got through the main gate. Bargus turned traitor. You see, I always knew we should never have trusted that damn black dog, let alone given her territory of her own. Noctim giants? Why did the northern fairies even have creatures like that there? This is exactly what I hate about northerners. Those hicks don't know the first thing about politics or economics. Not just like what those barbarians are doing to my prized shop. That's it, I demand the High Queen compensate me for damages. I haven't been paying insurance for all this time for nothing. Now Lady Lancelot is gone too. Then who's gonna kill the rebels? No, I can't have Nock here. I've been bad-mouthing her every day for years. She'll kill me for sure. Oh, but the Child of Prophecy will save me, right? Right? Could it actually be that... Could the High Queen's army lose? But what's going to happen to us? High Queen Morgan, oh wise and fair High Queen Morgan. What are we going to do? Should we surrender them now? Maybe they'll stop if you give yourself up. You are right to be concerned. Bargus has revolted. Lancelot has defied her orders. The main gate has been smashed, and it's only a matter of time until the rebels can control the city. Very well, the time for games with the Tamlin has come to an end. I shall change the course of this battle. Oh, Morgan's getting off her throne. Well, the High Queen just stood up from the throne. This is wonderful. 3 cheers for Her Majesty. But now what? The rebels aren't gonna stop just because she got up, right? Silence, officials. Prostrate yourself alongside the wall and shed tears of adoration. The High Queen is about to join the fray. This shall now be Her Majesty's battlefield. It has been 2,000 years since I last exerted myself. I shall have to take care not to break them utterly in the opening moments. Oh, that doesn't sound reassuring at all. That sounds ominous. To a very high degree. Arrow 4 of 7 in Section 24. Berserker is the enemy. We'll form our party immediately before the battle begins. And we know Morgan is a Berserker. I should have sworn it was a straight shot to the castle before. This must be the movable partition I heard about. They said it could be used to alter the positions of Camelot's ramparts, and even some of its buildings. Oh, that explains it. I thought things looked different from the last time we were here. I see, then I guess some of these large buildings are actually part of the ramparts. In fact, now that I'm really looking, I can even see the rails on the ground. Even if they're only used to slide things horizontally, that's still impressive. The means we won't be able to take the route to the castle we have on our map. If they can move buildings around as they like, they can just as easily block off the entrance to the castle. Oh, you're alright. Of course they would do that. Thank you, Mash. You've been a big help. If you hadn't said anything, I would have kept blindly searching for the entrance like an idiot. Not at all. I didn't actually do anything, really. I know I haven't had any time to talk this Lostbelt's version of Percival, but he's nothing like I imagined. If anything, it feels like I'm talking to someone around my own age. So we can't trust our eyes to take us where we need to go, huh? In that case, it must be over there. The strongest magical energy signal is over that way, so that must be where the throne is. Understood. Atoya, get the word out to the other troops. Tell them Kimlot's terrain is malleable, so the maps are maybe unreliable. So you just want me to send an unencrypted message to anyone and everyone? No problem. Is that the wind? It's a wind tiding, a technique the Wind Clan uses to carry their voices over long distances. The big problem is that other fairies can hear what you say too, so it's not good for secrecy. I'd guess only the most powerful Wind Clan fairies can use it to speak exclusively to specific individuals. Yep, Aurora's the one that spoke to Lancelot. I see, so you can use it for clandestine purposes, and it's perfect if you want to get the word out to lots of people at once. It's snowing. I guess that means Nock will hear it too, but that's okay. Right now getting to the castle is our top priority. Right, I'd like to settle things before the Queen's Knights have a chance to regroup. Is this Ash? Oh, this is Ash. Artoria! Mash. So that shield of yours is the Round Table. It seems proper human history mages are lacking in fear as they are respect. You have taken the gathering place of your greatest heroes, the symbol of all who have sworn to defend their country, and turned it into your personal weapon. Now even I would think to go so far. Or is it precisely because you are from proper human history that you have gone to such depraved lengths? Perhaps you never cared what it means to choose if you... Perhaps you never cared what means you choose if it means your survival in the end. Morgan. So she can't leave her throne room. No way. How? And in the middle of the city? Morgan, Queen of Faerie Britain. Of course I've come for you in my city. What cause could there be for me to wait until the rebels sullies my castle before crushing them? Kimlot's throne is the linchpin of my Britain. I would never let you stain it with blood. Artoria, the child of prophecy, Sol, mage of Chaldea, and you, the servant who possesses the gallant Galahad's spirit origin. Well done on completing your pilgrimage. On that I commend you. Once again, judgment has been passed on the 6 clans. Soon of all of Britain's fairies shall know salvation. And yet, it is all I can do to be sick of the thought. The bells of pilgrimage are temporary salve at best. The fairies are all too quick to forget about your hard work. They remember nothing of your struggle, your anger, your grief. Surely you realize as much by the time you rang the 2nd bell, and yet you persisted in your pilgrimage. You have taken what is right and proper from this lost Britain. I trust you are pleased with yourself? Of course not. Don't talk to me about right and proper. I was only born because you abandoned your duty. If you'd just done your job like you were supposed to, you would have never had to become king. What? I don't know what the clan's original sin was, and I don't care. I just want to fulfill my duty and be done with it. Whatever struggles you went through as Asik, or how the Lane of the Fae first came about, none of that has anything to do with me. I didn't stand a chance against you before, but things are different now. So come on, Morgan, let's do this thing. Afterwards, well, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I don't know what's right and what's not, and I don't want to know anything about my destiny either. I can't do anything about Britain's future, or the outside world. I don't have some noble cause or grand ambition like you. All I know is that I want to win. That's the only part of myself I believe in. I see, so you still know nothing of your true identity even after completing your pilgrimage. Come then, child of prophecy. I'll put an end to your absurd destiny myself. Artoria, my arch enemy in proper human history. You will never go anywhere. You will never change anything. I will show you mercy. I will change what you cannot. Forget about going to the site of selection. It is time you went back to the miserable village girl you once were. Oh boy. I gotta go... I love my Mash, but I gotta go for the strongest version of Mash that there is. And screw what I said about canonicity, bringing in my strongest squad here. It's probably going to be Morgan on her own, so single target is the preferred method of attack. But Proto is strong, then Lancelot, and then I guess Salter. No matter who I choose, they're going to be taking a lot of damage here. Excuse me. Single targets first, then AoE. In fact, I'm going to put XA in the back line just so I can test the waters here. And let's go. The music has reached its crescendo. The epic battle against Morgan has begun. Grand battle. Queen Morgan. 2 break bars. Fairy Queen. Activate Charisma of Yearning every 3 turns when you are on the field. Negate the defensive disadvantage due to class affinity. Apply a state where 2 debuffs are removed from yourself at the start of your turn. So she is essentially neutral damage all around. Okay, that's a lot annoying. I'm not gonna lie, that is quite annoying. Get the stars. Let's see what kind of damage we're looking at here. Not bad. Yep, remove the debuffs. Some pretty cool looking attack animations, I'm not gonna lie. And let's chain Lancelot's NPs together. Quite high possibility of breaking a bar here. So get a 200% charge for Artoria. Okay, maybe not my chance breaking a bar after all. Unless Lancelot just devastates with this crit here, which I don't think is gonna happen. Still anti-enforcement defense is good. Close. Alright, now I'm fairly confident we're gonna be breaking the bar. Actually, maybe not. Let's see how this goes. Yep, bar's working. So now we're gonna see what the first round holds here. Lancelot may go down. Oh, Bell of Workman. Charisma of Yearning. Keeps the defense down. Okay, that's annoying. Attack down and okay. She's debuffing. She's doing a lot of debuffing. So the Bell of Orkney gave her a crit rate up, critical damage up, as well as a trigger each turn for an attack down and crit star drop rate down. And she did Charisma of Yearning once the automated one and once her own independent one. Let's see here. I'm going to throw the invincibility on Lancelot. And then we will do Doot. The attack down does hurt quite a bit, though. Actually, apparently not as much as I thought. Because that attack down didn't decrease it that much. It's a lot less of a decrease than I thought. So far, so good. Hopefully this defense from MASH will allow us to tank this NP. Roadless Camelot. Good. Very good. Beg for forgiveness at my feet. This is all Holy Swords are worth. Fall. Roadless Camelot. Oh no, MASH went down. That was a lot of damage. Lancelot didn't have the invincibility. Whoa, Castoria is not looking too hot here. Okay, Achan is up. Okay, buff blocker. I think that needs to be... Actually, it's just going to be removed. Risky here, but I need to try and get NP up and running for Achan and Lancelot. Ow. And there goes Castoria. That's not good at the slightest bit. Oh boy, that's really, really not good. Protection of the lake. There's not yearning. She's just deleting my units. Lower Salter MP or whatever. And then okay. This is... He's trying to do any... She's neutral damage for everything, so even focusing on getting XA buffed up here is not going to be the way to take this fight. Castoria surviving would probably help. The question is there any way I could reasonably get her to survive? And I don't think there is. At the very least, break this bar, and then we'll see what the final bar break does. Hopefully we break this bar at least. We broke this bar. What does the final bar have? What does HP look like? 311. Now this is a storm. Oh gosh, she just got a bunch of buffs, and she's gonna wipe me. Oh, she of course fully charged. You don't use them, you lose them. By the power of my command seals. Rise, my servants. Alright, what are we looking at here? She gains 2 charge every turn. She has 2 turns of an overcharge when using NP, 10 turns of attack, and 10 turns crit rate up. Good lord. She's got a lot going for her. Okay. For this there, how do I want to approach things? I would love to save Castoria's MP, but I think with all these buffs she's got going for her, I need to pop it right away. Lancelot, what do you do with overcharge? Lancelot's overcharge is nothing special, so we go do-do-do. We will be missing out on 2 attack buffs, mind you, but... That's a fine enough sacrifice to make. Nash will raise our defenses, Castoria will give us 3 hits of invincibility, which should hopefully be at least 2 turns of protection. As long as Morgan does not or does not buff cleanse, which I don't think she has. Oh, she does! I didn't see that listed on her stuff. I must have just not been paying attention. Was I just not paying attention? Oh yeah, When attacking, remove buff of a single enemy when you attack. Fantastic. Fan-frickin-tastic. Okay, Lancelot's gonna go down. I can do that. And then mash draw the fire for a single turn here. As long as Castoria still has her buffs from MP, we should be fine. But really, her difficulty is a 3. As long as target focus, yeah, it is considered a buff, of course. Of course, target focus is considered a buff. Why not? Okay, shit. This will give Castoria a turn of survival. Focus the damage out, I think, is the way to go here. Yeah. Those attack buffs are insane. This is active clemency, bow your head. There's no fear, no hope. None may pass. Or it's not going to be a Castoria survival because, of course, she has all those freaking attack buffs going for her. Okay, comes down to this. Will this squad have capability to take them down? Only hope as much. First, second, third, because why not? Doesn't matter who I lower, so it's you. Both use your buster buffs. Hopefully this NP Brave Chain is going to be enough, because otherwise I feel like we're done. Just get enough. Actually, no, we might survive one more. But I think we've got it. I didn't think that third NP would buff removed as well. If that NP hadn't buff removed, then we might have been able to have Castoria survive. But we did it in the end. Kinda wish Castoria could have gotten the kill, but this is fine too. Okay. Morgan defeated, and that was Grand Battle, so I have no idea what's going to be the rest of this what the rest of this section is going to be. Usually the big fight is saved for the penultimate thing, unless this is a not really the end sort of thing. You've mortally wounded me. I've not been so gravely harmed since my battle with Mab. Oh. Or we did? I see now how you managed to excise so many Lostbelts. Now I too go to the same fate as the other Lostbelt kings you've defeated. Be that as it may, I must say this, young foreign mage. The spells you wield in this isolated Lostbelt are so powerful as to defy belief. Should you have had the chance to do so in the future, I suggest you think back to where things began. What is Chaldea? For what purpose was ray shifting originally devised? That was very much dramatically not... Where's... Huh? What? Queen Morgan's spirit origin has vanished. There's no mistaking it. We really beat her somehow. Hang on. Sure, she was ridiculously powerful. Sure, we're not to fight anymore. But she never actually told us anything. Not about Rongaminiat, not about the truth of the land of the Fae. She basically quit. I mean, lost while she was ahead. We still have a ton of questions with no answers. Maybe so, but I don't think Queen Morgan would have told us anything, even if we had lost. She never did more than she had to. Say more than she had to. Morgan, she was all alone right to the end. You don't feel good about winning, do you, Castoria? Well, no, I guess not. I mean, as Wicked Queens go, maybe she was a bit of a letdown? I don't know, I was steeling myself for her to do something way worse. Kind of weird thing to think after we finally ended things without losing anyone. You always called her Queen, didn't you? Huh? Did I? I didn't realize. It's not like I meant anything by it. I mean, I definitely didn't respect her at all. Excuse me, I'm not sure why you're all so glum, but the fact of the matter remains. We defeated Queen Morgan. Isn't that cause for celebration right now? I'll have a wind tidings sent to the whole army to let the whole army know. That should put an end to the battle. Yeah, okay. It sucks for Nock, but looks like we were the ones to finally defeat Queen Morg. Artur, you daft idiot! Oh. Huh? Oberon? You are indeed blessed in your companions, Artoria, and that alone, you and I are equal. But now you have lost one. Next, another, the servant who tried to take my head, is gone as well. Those with you here now shall be next, I think. You will do, personally. Uh-oh. Morgan lived. This battle so powerful it came from the sky. No way, that's... Did you truly believe defeating one of me would end this battle? It seems then that I have been far too gentle in my rule over Faerie Britain. I should have taught you better. Any capable mage should be able to create copies of herself, each with her own abilities. Look to the sky, it's time you face the reality of your situation. Well... That was a clone. I don't have command seals left. This isn't looking too good. Hero 5. I don't think anyone else has noticed something is off. Blanca's report. Soldiers screaming. Storms of destruction erupting all across Camelot. Nock's troops, Muramasa dashing through the city on his own. Brigades that had split up are all being attacked by the same enemy. It's Morgan. They're all fighting Morgan. Could they be magecraft familiars she created? No, that's not it. Judging by the quality of that magecraft, it has to be Morgan herself. Those are thought copies. Clones of Morgan with the exact properties of the original. The real Morgan still hasn't budged from the throne. She never needed Tamlin at all. I can't believe this. How could I have screwed up so badly? I should have known a queen who's ruled Britain for 2,000 years wouldn't go down this easily. We should have never waged a war against her. We should have taken her by surprise and assassinated her. There was no point at all in putting together an army to match hers. Morgan alone is more powerful than every soldier in Britain combined. She could have massacred the entire rebel army on her own whenever she wanted, without even stepping off her throne. Bollocks, Blanca. Where's Sol's group? Where's Artoria? Oh boy. I shrink down to my smaller form and jump onto the Sphinx Moth's path. Frustrated, the flimsy wings can't carry me faster. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Not about anyone else, of course. I don't know anything about the other people's fortunes. I only know about my own. And it's been telling me for a long time that my role is going to end here in this battle for Camelot. Hurry, hurry. It's okay if they lost to Morgan. They can still always try again. But if they win, everything will be over. I just know Artoria is going to drop her guard once they win. Why didn't I warn them? I should have told them they'd need to keep fighting until they reach the throne, even if they won the battle or two. And so by the time I found them, it was too late to warn them. I had to make a choice. Do I protect Sol or Artoria? By process of elimination, I knew Sol would be okay. He's a spectator, just like I am. Fate won't demand his life today. No, the only one I need to rescue is that idiot girl. The girl who always leaps without looking, has no self-esteem whatsoever, but is also fiercely competitive and frustratingly obstinate. The girl who keeps hold of her weird hang-ups like she's cradling a precious jewel in both hands. Oberon. Are you daft idiot? Wait, no! Oberon! Well, I guess I'd like it if nighttime was warmer. I haven't told anyone else, though. It's too embarrassing. I remember a winter from years past. A completely ordinary, uneventful winter. There was no time to run, or even to say goodbye. I hate to go out like this, but... oh well. I guess this is just one of those things you can't see coming. Like a falling chandelier. Now, even though it's a bit early to hibernate, I can feel winter's light engulfing my body. Oberon? Oberon's gone. Start your battle immediately. You'll start form your party immediately before the battle begins. Oh boy. Morgan round 2. Oh, Skyborn view of Camelot. Oh, there's multiple Morgans. Yeah, she's an army all onto herself. It was a storm that appeared out of nowhere. A curtain call given, with no warning. I count at least 5. Queen's shadows that appeared in Camelot skies mercilessly ravaged the ground. Those who tried to retreat found new walls blocking their path. Hey, Lucarlo, welcome to the stream. Happy things, happy things. Any who thought to hide in nearby buildings quickly learned that the Queen was willing to burn her own city to the ground, kill those who dared to rise against her. She was cruelly methodical. There could be no hope of fighting back. The rebels could only wait for death. Soon the advancing army's cries turned to screams of retreat. When they realized escape was impossible, their cries turned to despair. In the skies above was no queen. She was a witch, the Witch of Britain. She was an avatar of death. Her only purpose was to torment and destroy the fairies of the land. I did indeed, and I did get Koyan, NP2 in fact. Oberon, everyone, Muramasa too? Are they really? I will not spare a single member of the rebel army, nor the foreign mage, nor his companions. That is the price of thinking you could hope to defeat me after but a single pilgrimage. All foolish enough to hail you as a savior shall pay for it. You and your mission both end here. My Faerie Britain has no need of paradise or the outside world. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Okay. Let's see what we're up against. Oh, I'm saving after the sack play he just pulled off. I am definitely saving for the Mothman myself as well. I am definitely saving for the Mothman myself. Though, depending on how difficult this node is going to change up. This is becoming very intense, to say the least. Very, very intense. Morgan is a lot scarier than I thought. I'm not sure. I haven't leveled her up yet. I level up my servants based on what the community wants me to level up. If you go below on the stream, there should be a giant symbol of an ember, and it links to a Google Doc where I have the ranking of all the servants. Oh, they will be leveled up.
行きます、先輩。
Three break bars. Is she neutral? She's fucking neutral. It took me 2 full rounds to kill 1. And all my command seals. 3? Even breaking... Okay, even breaking my restriction of only round table wouldn't be helpful here because of the... If she was not neutralizing all damage, maybe I could take her down with Oi. Or Summer Abbey, but... Or normal Abbey, I guess, but... Honestly speaking, Okay, I gotta think. Think. I could always use quartz. I have, I think, 2 leyline stones. Pretty sure I have 2 leyline stones remaining. So that's 2 of them. And a quartz for the 3rd. I really don't like having to use quartz to revive, but it's definitely seeming like that's gonna have to be what I do. I just gotta take them down one by one. That's what it comes down to. One by one. I'm gonna have to do this. Oh lord, this is not gonna be easy. I'm sure though that there is some crazy person on the JP servers who 3-turned it. There is no doubt in my mind that that has happened, and I'm going to look up a video afterwards to see how the hell they did it. Oh, they sync up together. Oh, that's not good. They're in sync with one another. Shit. Mash, draw the fire for a turn. Okay, one always. Oh shit. Castoria. Protect. So I'll survive 2 NPs. But the middle one's gonna NP next turn. Which I don't think I'm gonna be able to survive, but one at a time. I just gotta take them down one at a time. That's the only way I'm gonna manage this, one by one. Make them fall. The thing is, though, is she takes neutral damage from everything, so even a Berserker will not do super effective damage against her. And honestly, I am nerfing myself. Oh shit. I am nerfing myself by not using anybody but round table servants. Okay, I thought I was about to take... Okay, can you stop with the charisma? Please, Morgan. Just stop with the charisma. Yeah, I'm gonna be losing my front line here. Front line is done. No way I can save them. I mean, maybe Mash will get enough power in her end with 300% to protect well enough, but... I mean, that might be how they pull it off. I'm sure that... I don't think we have the servants capable of pulling this off right now. From the sounds of it, Melusine, double Koyan, or double Oberon, or something like that, is capable to loop sabers, so I do feel like Melusine might be capable of doing it, but I don't have her in any good state right now. Also, I just realized how much defense down I've got. No matter how high that defense boost I just gave with Mash, it's not gonna allow for survival! Ouch. Okay. Backline. Let's go. Please give me a Brave Chain with XA, with Achon. Oh, thank you for the Brave Chain with Achon. I should hopefully be capable of breaking this bar at the least. Lower Salter there, and then Unleash. I should have used her first skill for the increased damage on the crits. Yeah, I screwed up by not using the first skill there. At least I didn't take an attack this turn. But I'm about to wipe. Because there's no way I'm surviving. Break the bar. That's it. That's all I can do. That's literally all I can do is just break this bar. And then I'm gonna have to use a freaking leyline stone thing to come back, and then finish off the first Morgan, and then just keep working my way down the line. What was... Guts? She gains guts on the last break. You've got to be kidding me. I have no way of telling how long that guts is. You've gotta be kidding me. A guts? That wasn't the case the last time. Yes, keep buffing yourself up. Sure. Well done, Morgan. Just keep buffing. You son of a bitch, game. This was an unwinnable battle? Oh, damn it, game. You made me panic. Oh, this was just okay, this was one of those actually unwinnable battles. Just unlike the Arjuna one in Lostbelt 4, where they literally showed, yeah, you have no chance of this. They give you a tease. They make you think you might actually be able to pull this off. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure that somebody has managed to pull it off. Lucarlo, how far along are you? You've gone through Lostbelt 5, right? Have you done the first Kirshdaria fight? Out of curiosity. So you've done the Kirshdaria fight. The very first one where he just wipes you after, like, 3 turns. Okay. Well, somebody in JP did get that Kirshdaria down to the very last health bar. With Maeve. Yeah. Somebody did pretty much manage to get as close to victory on that one as is possible. Because they are wild with how far they can go. Yes, the one that after he wipes you, it's the battle complete. Much like this one. It seems I needn't have been concerned about Merlin aiding you. How truly heartless he is. Merlin? Why haven't you helped me, Merlin? Oh no. What's about to happen? They're all? That's right. They're all going to die, and it's your fault. You came here with weak resolve, no chance of victory, and no trust in anyone. This is the result. Pitiful Avalon LaFay, my comrade who has blindly followed the prophecy to a dead end. You will have no thanks. You will have no help. You will go unrewarded, uncelebrated, unrecognized. You will die all alone on a bloody hill, just as your counterpart did in proper human history. The Chahada prophecy's fate was sealed the moment you chose to save Britain. You see, you cannot save what is already dead. Rather than fighting me, you should have fought the duty that brought you to me. Did she just disappear? Hear me. Can you hear me? This is Aurora, head of the Wind Clan. I'm sorry I cannot aid you in battle, but I hope I can at least be of help now. I only hope every fairy in Britain will hear what I have to say. Aurora's talking? At this very moment, brave fairies are in Camelot fighting to defeat Queen Morgan. The Queen possesses a great power, but our love and respect for her has been even greater. She's personally protected our Britain for over 2,000 years. I'm sure there is not a fairy in the land who does not owe her a debt. However, even bearing in mind all she has done for us, she has done other terrible things that I cannot ignore. Those of you fighting in Camelot, please listen to what I have to say. Let me tell you of Queen Morgan's true identity and what she has been doing in the shadows of our history. What's Aurora pulling? Look at them go. Those pathetic rebel army soldiers are running for their lives. That's what those lower-class fairies get for entering Camelot without permission. Look, now they're calling for help after finding their escape route cut off. Why are you happy about this? My mansion is gone. At least the rebels weren't destroying the entire city. Your Majesty, please stop this. Can't you, cast a spell that'll only kill them without damaging our property? Don't be ridiculous. This is the best show I've seen in ages. It's like a festival out there. This is how worse should be. That Muramasa servant is more durable than I realized. 2 more clones should do for him. 3 should suffice for the pride of child of Prof. Murdoch. You're mad. Just. Oh? What the? Why did Murdoch just collapse? He's one of the High Queen's personal bodyguards. He should be way stronger than a regular knight. Woodwoes. Bow down. Kneel before her. You are in the presence of Her Majesty, Guardian Britain, Lord of the Fang Clan. Revel in her glory. What is that? Where did it come from? Guards. What are the guards doing? Woodwoes. So you are alive. Did you come by the secret underground path? I must have told you of it when the war against the Moors. That was 1,000 years ago. I'm impressed you still remember. Of course I did. You told it to me in confidence, just in case. I have never forgotten, even for a moment. Your Majesty, please. Tell me, Your Majesty. Where's the child of prophecy? Where is Beryl Gut? No. Never mind trivialities like that. Why did you not send me reinforcements? Why did you abandon the Fang Clan to our deaths? Please, tell me, Your Majesty. High Queen Morgan. Reinforcements? Ah, you mean the attack on Londinium? What a strange thing to ask. I did send you reinforcements. Not that that seems to have done you any good. Ah. So you still insist on trusting Her Majesty. Very well, but please remember this. If Her Majesty tells you she did not send reinforcements, then all is well. Because that will mean she trusted you enough to believe you would have no need of them. That's a shame, Lucarlo. I mean, still, waiver is a very good choice. Waiver is a very good choice, but I'm guessing you just mean you can't purchase St. Quartz. But if she tells you she did send them, she is lying. There'll be a lie meant to fool you, to conceal her decision to discard the Fang Clan. You were there, you know for certain she didn't send reinforcements. There is no escaping that truth. If Her Majesty claims otherwise, then you will know she thinks you and your clan are worthless. Oh, Aurora pulling some strings. Morgan! He's mad. Woodwose has gone mad. He's knocked Her Majesty to the floor. Someone stop before he beats her to death. Have you gone mad as well? There's no way we can stop Woodwose. I'm not even going to try. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Our clan has been loyal to you for 2,000 years. I've been loyal to you for 1,000, and you made a mockery of it all. You never loved us. You never cared about us. Die, 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 die. I don't need a ruler who doesn't love me. Die, you damned witch. I should have never trusted you. I should be Britain's king. I'm an Aerie. I should stand above all others. Faerie Britain, a kingdom just for us fairies? What a load of shit if it wasn't for you. Oh, you fool. After all the trouble I took to teach you manners. Your eyes are so bloodshot. You should see how absolutely horrible you look. But your fur is as soft as the very young Woodwose. My brave Woodwose. Your fur was always the warmest, most precious thing in all of Britain. So that was the real Woodwose. So what did Beryl do? What happened to Beryl, rather? What have I done? How could I have been so foolish? Can't believe I had to hear you say that to finally understand. Forgive me. Forgive me, Your Majesty. I should have known how much you loved me. And he has devolved into a Morse. Oh, and the Morse is gone. Uh-oh. Morgan's been bloodied. Your Majesty, thank goodness you're all right. But perhaps you should rest now. You're in no condition to... What are you saying? There are still rebel troops out there. They need dealing with. Come, Your Majesty. The throne is this way. Please, show them how strong you truly are. Show us why you're Britain's rightful ruler. You need not tell me. Now where is... Ah, yes. The throne is that way. Oh, no. No, Your Majesty. You won't be returning to the throne. You have no right to it. Oh, Spriggan, you bastard. So you were the one who set Woodwose on me. If you're so eager to die, Spriggan, I will be happy to accommodate you here and now. No, that won't be necessary. I do often wonder how many years I have left. That's not relevant right now. No, this time I have good reason to believe I can win. In fact, I think this may well be my only chance at victory. Faerie Britain was a wonderful kingdom. I doubt anyone else can claim to have ruled over a nation of their own for 2,000 years. It was, however, a little dull. Art can never hope to flourish in a nation that is forbidden from interacting with other cultures. A nation that experiences neither prosperity nor decline can hardly be called a nation at all. Britain is not your own private garden, Queen Morgan. It's time for you to put such childish dreams behind you. I have failed to realize the extent to which you understand me. Impressive. Even were there nothing more than my head left of me, mere foot soldiers cannot help to kill. Oh? Baban, Seth. Seeing her daughter gave her pause? Thank you, Miss Witch. Dismembered girl! Thank you for doing all this for me. Everyone says you're a witch, but I'm so grateful to you. Thank you for doing this for us. Thank you for doing this for me, even though I don't deserve it. I do hope you can rest in peace now. You deserve it. In the beginning, before I had a single companion... I was known as a witch rather than a savior. One day I awoke in Orkney with all the knowledge my other self had sent me. The Morgan of proper human history. The fairy queen who entrusted everything to me, even knowing it would cost her her life. That was when I learned of Morgan's fate. She never found a place where she belonged in proper human history. She was born to be Britain's heir, yet she lost that to King Arthur. For Morgan, the Isle of Britain was everything. Without it, she herself was worthless. So when she lost Britain, she lost her worth. She must have been heartbroken seeing what became of this Britain when she was summoned here, but at the same time, I think she had another thought as well. This time I can succeed. Since she never had anywhere to belong, it was understandable she wouldn't give so much to protect this place when she thought it offered her the chance. I had a duty to paradise, but I knew that duty would result in Britain's destruction. The other me, though, she loved Britain dearly, even this Lostbelt version of it. I thought about it, and realized I wanted the same thing she did. From then on, I chose to live as her. Witch, you're the only one who survives calamity. But to do that, I would need to do something about the fairies. Countless times I stopped the calamities, countless times I mediated the clan disputes to end wars, countless times I was cursed and scorned as a witch, countless times I had my spirit broken. Excuse me. I did not mind. It was never the fairies I loved. I only ever loved Britain itself, and the home I would make there. It would be my very own Britain, something that was forever beyond my reach in proper human history. I did everything I could to make it a reality. Eventually, though, I realized the best way to do that was to keep the fairies safe. Used up, discarded girl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this water. But I want you to have it, Miss Witch. You worked so hard. After many long years, I even came to like that method. She liked saving fairies. I gained companions I could trust, learned how to handle myself better. I grew comfortable with pretending to be a savior. Good at it, even. I also changed my name to Asik, thinking it would make the fairy who gave me that name happy now that I was a savior. So, how many years was she around then? It has to have been more than 6,000, right? Later I lost Londinium, and my companions distanced themselves from me. But it was okay. I would get it right this time. I would make my ideal Britain. That was my sole purpose for living. It's what the others gave me life for. My very own Britain. My very own land of the Fae. I was originally planning to make it into an even more brutal country, but I relented so as to not make her too sad. I let my subjects laugh. I let them have fun. I let them forge connections and make advancements. I hope the state of affairs continues forever and ever. I'm a traitor to humanity. I had to turn my back on my duty to paradise to accomplish it, but I made my dream come true. I know this place is cut off from the outside thanks to the walls at the end of the world, but it's still in the same place, geographically. I expect that one day, guests from proper human history will come pay it a visit. When they do, I'd like to ask them what they think of it. Is it beautiful? Is it like a dream made real? I hope they think it is. Nothing could possibly make me happier. Welcome to Faerie Britain, fair guests. I hope you remember its beauty for the rest of your lives. This doesn't sound like what we've experienced. Huh? I told you. How you underestimated me. That even as no more than a head, I could. What should we do now? Spriggan's trying to overthrow the queen, right? Does that mean Spriggan's the new king, but Queen Morgan's still alive? Yeah, but she can only use her left hand now. How can you defeat the rebel army like that? Hang on, then what will happen to us? The rebels will kill us all. Should we help Her Majesty? Spriggan won't stand a chance against the rebels. Maybe Queen Morgan can do something if she gets back to the throne? No, wait, just look at what mess she is now. I don't want to touch her. Besides, showing either side support could go badly for us. Yeah, good point. We should just wait to see how things play out, and go with the winner. However, even bearing in mind all she has done for us, she has done other terrible things I cannot ignore. Those of you fighting in Camelot, please listen to what I have to say. Let me tell you of Queen Morgan's true identity and what she has been doing in the shadows of our history. It's a wind hiding from Aurora. What's she going to tell us? Everything that's happened here in Faerie Britain has been one woman's selfish scheme. Aesic the Savior is remembered for having saved fairykind in the Fae era. But she was never a fairy of this Britain. She's an enemy who came from another world. Her only goal was to rule Britain for herself. To that end, she summoned countless calamities and broke the bonds that bind our clans. The worst of her crimes was the destruction of Londinium. Uther was supposed to be Britain's rightful king, and she killed him, shattering the unity of the clans. Aurora... That's not what happened. All because she couldn't stand anyone else being king. Then, thanks to all the blood spilled and hatred fermented throughout that conflict, that great calamity became the worst one in history. There are only a few fairies left who were still alive back then to remember this. But 2,000 years ago, our Britain was completely destroyed. What's Aurora talking about? Us? Destroyed? That can't be right. If that were true, why are there still fairies around today? No, perhaps it would have been better if Great Calamity had wiped us out. At least then the few fairies that survived could have gone on to create peaceful Britain. But that never happened. After Aesic, Morgan the Witch, survived Londinium's destruction, she hatched a truly terrible scheme. She had decided to use our precious world tree for her selfish desires. She stole all the magical energy stored inside the tree, leaving it a dry, dead husk in the process, and used that energy to resurrect us. I believe the method she used is known as the Chaldean summoning system. The command spells we all bear were not inscribed on us in Camelot. We are born with them. They are a sign we are Morgan's slaves, that our only purpose is to offer up our time and magical energy to her. I think most of that's a lie, Aurora. This is how the witch created her New Britain, and had the audacity to call the heir the High Queen. The reason Britain's land was never expanded further, why we cannot make effective use of humans, and why the great calamities destroy our land is all because she made it that way. Please know this, for over 2,000 years, the fairies of Britain have been used and abused solely to satisfy the witch's greed. Morgan is that witch. She is a false king who came from paradise to rule over us. While she is to be commended for protecting Britain from the Moors, she is unworthy of our love or respect. So please, fairies of Camelot, ask yourselves this. Who is Britain's true enemy? To whom should we entrust our land? How could she do that to us? She's terrible. Horrible. You're right, she is. How dare she call herself queen? And really, when you think about it, what do we need her for, anyway? They're even more work than I expected. Spriggan's slipping out. Go back to where you came from, witch. You don't belong here. Damn, even throwing things at her isn't stopping her. Fine, then we'll just have to use the soldiers' swords. Yeah, good idea. You can't fool us any longer, witch. You, what are you? Shut up, it's all your fault our world is so terrible. You're wrong. I must get back to the throne without me. How dare you destroy our world over and over, especially when you can't do anything on your own. Stop. Somebody, please. Witch. You could have made it a much better world, but no, you just had to be lazy about it. Stop, please. I must get to the throne. Useless witch, worthless fairy, false queen. We don't need a pathetic ruler like you. Put me back on the throne. I don't want to lose Britain again. She finally stopped. Too stupid to quit. Even as she was dying, huh? Serve her right, though. She brought this on herself by tormenting us all those years. By the way, who's that filthy fairy on the floor over there? Holy fuck. She didn't deserve that. Morgan really did not deserve that. That bell, what does that mean? Attention everyone, we just received a message from Nox's army. I've arrived at the throne and rung the bell of victory as proof. As for Queen Morgan, Aurora's knights executed her in the throne room. The former queen's officials have been captured. The throne room shall be placed under supervision of Nox's army. And Spriggan, who was instrumental in bringing Morgan to justice, shall be temporarily appointed head of the 6 clans. Executed, so Morgan's dead. That's right, they said her body was horribly mutilated. And we won't have to worry about a successor appearing. The Queen's Knights have been surrounding all across the land. Hey, Velvet. Just had a very brutal end for Morgan there. She really didn't deserve that. And once we've recovered from our wounds, we're all to assemble in the throne room as well. It's a shame you weren't able to take the throne for yourself, Lady Artoria. But at least the battle is over now, and we're victorious. Things are going to be busy in a very different way now. We'll have to prepare the coronation ceremony for Queen Morgan's success. No, the leader of our new Britain. Why? Why? Why do you always do this, Avalon Sith? She cradled me in her arms and wept for me as though she were the one suffering. But I'm already dead. I'm always dead. I'm always too late. I only ever find you after it's over. No matter how many times you're reborn, this is always what happens to you. Every time you are used, deceived, manipulated, discarded after you're broken. You should get angry at the fairies who deceive you. You should run away if they mistreat you. So why? Why do you always forgive them? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Miss Witch. I'm sorry I died again. I don't remember anything from my predecessor's lies, but thank you for always crying for me. But it's okay. Don't worry about me. I'm a hopeless failure of a fairy. This is the only way I can be of use. So if using me up makes life better for everyone else in the village, that must be a good thing. That's not true. In all my many years in Britain, you were the only one to ever thank me. Oh, wow. Oh, it wasn't Nox, though. It was Spriggan and Aurora are... Good lord, that was beyond brutal. And very clearly Morgan cared for Balbon, considering she stopped and at the sight of her being taken out, or being presented, and Aurora played that room like a fiddle, spinning lies. Morgan didn't deserve to go out like that. I mean, maybe she survived. She said she'd been beheaded, burnt, and all that stuff before. I don't know. So I will save you. I will, I promise. I swear I will find your next generation's successor before these accursed fairies do. This time I will make you happy. But I was still hopeless. No matter how many times Mother found me, I always ended up like this. Balbon Sith exists for the whole village. Balbon Sith always has a smile on her face. As a kind fairy, I always wound up a slave to others. Balbon Sith is a kind fairy. That's not the Balbon Sith we've met. So after I died in Darlington, and my soul was so worn down, I would never be reborn again. Mother brought me back to life, and told me this. You must be evil. You must be cruel. It's the only way you will survive. So, I kind of got that Balbon was easily manipulated. But an easy manipulated good person is arguably worse than an easily manipulated evil person, because the good person would suffer, and if they could keep coming back. So Morgan saved her and tried to change her fate, I guess? Would let you live a happy life, even just once. I would give up my dream, my Britain. Oh wow, Morgan really cared about her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mother. Even that didn't work. I do hate fairies. They were always so mean to me. I never had any friends because I was always so filthy. But then I met one fairy I could have a normal conversation with. How strange. I hate all of Britain's fairies, but it was so easy to talk to her. What was her name again? And what was that city called? What happened afterwards? She's guilty too. She's Morgan's daughter, so she's guilty too. Let's tear her apart. She made our lives hell. Gross. Her limbs have rotted. What should we do with her? We'll just have to cut her up and throw the pieces away. Let's throw out the window behind the throne. She's done the same to so many other fairies. Bye-bye, Morgan's little princess. With both of you gone, we'll get to keep living in the castle forever. The fairies are monsters. I couldn't stop them. I couldn't stop them. I saw them pulverizing Mother, but I was too scared to stop them. I give up. I'm tired. I don't want to be here anymore. I know. I'll run away. I'll disappear. Look, there's a big dark hole right there. Sir Nunus. Sir Nunus. Sir Nunus, the scary god. The one thing Mother feared. The bright red eyes at the bottom of the pit. The lid of the apocalypse she could never close, even after trying for 2,000 years. So Babon knew what was down there. Oh. I think she's waking him up. That's section 24. Part 2 of Avalon the Fae. That was an incredibly brutal ending there. Like, holy cow, that was... I don't even have words for it. 5 scales, 5 prisms, 5 hellfires. Holy Grail. Behold and rejoice, for the Winter Queen lay vanquished. May your works recognized. Britain enters a new age. That announcement of this tale will be held at the cathedral in the coming days. Until then, you may find respite in your journey. The quest unlocks 7:10 at 1 Pacific time. I don't like that fate for Morgan. That was terrible. That was beyond terrible. A fate for her and Balbon. All the fairies betrayed her in the end. Like... But I'm just wondering, why was Morgan's dying thoughts of how this would be a good place? Did she come into the age of the High Queen with the intentions of that? Honestly, it's almost like she should have been more brutal. Maybe this wouldn't have happened, but... I don't know. But both her and Balbon, they definitely have my sympathy now. They for sure have my sympathy now. But that's a lot to digest. There's still so many questions as well. Like, how did Woodwose survive without his heart, without his soul? Spirit origin is soul, and Beryl had Sith, or Balbon, use that spell that would rot her own soul on Woodwose so that Beryl could become Woodwose. Yet Woodwose somehow survives that, but Beryl became Woodwose. And Woodwose made it to Aurora, who spun more lies in his head. He figured it out in the end, I guess, but... Aurora's a bitch. She spun a very large amount of lies there. There was some truth spread in, and that is the best way to tell a lie, is sprinkle bits of the truth as well. But, like, we don't know what happened to Beryl. Like, Beryl's gone missing. Muramasa sounds like he's alive still, at the very least, because Morgan was going to send 2 more after him. Morgan, I don't know, Morgan might survive. She said she's been killed before, so it's possible, I guess. And then there's the throne, but Balban, it sounds like, threw herself into the pit. And I'm almost worried that she's gonna awaken Sir Nunus. And we're gonna be having to fight another god in the next part of Lostbelt 6. But I think this is going to be where I call today's stream. There's a lot to digest. There is a lot to digest here. Friday's stream, I will be finally doing the high-end Kyo free quests. And then next week, Monday, we'll be back with more Avalon LaFay. For those of you watching this on YouTube, tune in tomorrow for the next episode of this come out. It's not being published until after I've gotten all of it done, so I can make the thumbnails good. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave me some feedback whichever way you so see fit. For now, hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Poor Morgan, poor Balban Sith. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.